Oof, look at this. Look at this. Scar and the VSS. Here we go. More Glocks. Hello guys and welcome back to another video in Last on Earth. Today, finally, we have an insane base. Not only a good base, an insane base to raid. Here we go. This is the base. Jonathanass. If you have already raided your base yourself, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what's waiting for me in this base.
Yeah, boy.
And yeah, this is a pretty simple base. Look at this. You only need one C4, a couple of hatchets, and I'm going to use road signs because there is a couple of tricks I can do in this raid. So here we go, guys. So first, place the C4 here. And then you can destroy this wall. And then here, this is the room. Here we go. And here, as you can see, there is a chest. So we can use the trick to avoid getting hit by the zombies. You will see. Here we go. The zombies will be coming pretty soon. And all I have to do, stand here, wait for all the zombies to arrive. So we have to lure him a little bit around here. Here we go. And now you can see, you can hit the zombies and they can't hit you back. You have to use road signs for this trick, or at least skull crushers. Yeah, so you will need long range weapons. Here we go. Now time to loot the base. There is a lot of chests here, and basically they all contain like guns. As you can see, already 2 AKs. This raid is already worth it. Here we go. Saw blade mace, skull crusher. Oof, look at this. Look at this. Scar and the VSS. Here we go. The next wave of zombies. I will take them down. Here we go. As you can see, more loot. More loot. Nice. One more Glock. That's nice. So let's put a little bit of items in the chopper and prepare to do the suicide trick. I will show you guys how you can do the suicide trick. So here we go. As you can see, I will store some resources here. I will completely fill up the chopper, and you can also fill up the inventory of your true friend dog if you happen to have the dog saddle. Here we go. If you happen to have the dog saddle, then you can also fill up the inventory of the true friend dog. Now we will have to activate the third wave in a moment. So let's loot a little bit more chests. Here we go. More guns. The third wave just spawned here. And what we are going to do is we are going to leave at least one zombie at low HP. You will see. Of course, for the suicide trick to work, you will need to keep in mind 2 things. So first, you can't leave the base. So for example here, if I leave this raid to the global map and then I come back, I won't be able to perform the suicide trick. And also if the connection is lost and my game crashes, when I come back to the game and I enter this base, I also won't be able to do the suicide trick. And also the suicide trick only works once. So if you die again, you will lose all your inventory. So here we go. Let's take care of the zombies first, and then we are going to leave one zombie. Here we go. One zombie left. Let's lower his health. Let's take our armor, and we can let him kill us. Let's bring him to 6 HP or something. Here we go. 8 HP. Let's leave him like this. Now all you have to do is to let yourself die. So I'm going to die around here to make more space. And here we go. As you can see, my inventory is completely empty. But as you remember, I filled the chopper, and here we go. Dead. Now I have to revive myself. Here we go. We are at the base. Now we need to take out all the items. You can store them when you can store them, for example, in the acid bath or something, and then come back later. But here we go. So if you have a your friend dog, of course, you need to take out also the items from the dog saddle. Here we go, everything's empty. And now I will go back to the base. Yeah, here we go. As you can see, the base is still here. It didn't disappear. We can still go back and continue the raid. However, as I said, if your game crashes and if you leave the base to the global map, then if you happen to die, you won't be able to do the suicide trick because the base will disappear. So keep that in mind. Because sometimes people say that the suicide trick doesn't work, but in reality, they are just making mistakes like this. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. And now we can continue the raid like usual. Of course, the big one is almost going to spawn. Only a couple of noise left. Let's take out more hatchets from the inbox. Found more hatchets here. There we go. More items less. So I will go and store more items here in the chopper, of course. Don't forget that. We're also going to check YouTube for the base because I know in this base that there is a lot of Glocks and I don't want to miss that. So I will come back to you in a moment. So I think that this chest will contain the Glocks, and here I don't really know. The video doesn't really show it, but there's also a room here that will contain tickets. So I am quite, I don't know what I'm going to do. But first let's equip everything here. So my plan, I think, here's my plan. I will enter this area here. And I will go and open this. Here we go. And the blind one won't be able to come. As you can see. And then here there is a couple of chests that are interesting. Let's lure the big one here. Here we go. He will start running. Of course, as you know, for this trick to work, the big one needs to be always moving. Otherwise, he will teleport to you. Okay, these chests are empty. Let's check this one. Here we go. Okay, one flare gun. That's nice. Okay, let's grab more tools from my inbox. Here we go. 75 hatchets. I think that's going to be enough. This chest is empty. Okay, here we go. Told you guys, there is a lot of loot here. Even though they are quite damaged, but I will take them. Oh, don't do that. Here we go, more armor, but I'm not going to take them for now. I will see if there is any more good loot. I remember that there is yellow tickets. So I think this area is kind of empty of resources. There's not much here. So we have to go to the other area. So how do we do this? I have to go towards here. And if I make one mistake, like the big one is going to destroy me. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So I guess we can lure him here towards this area. Here we go. And then quickly go towards here. Here we go. The big one is chasing me. And now I can open these chests here. Here we go. More Glocks. Here we go, more tickets. I think this is the area where there is tickets, maybe. I don't remember. Here we go. More Glocks. We are probably going to be done with this raid. Let's equip my military armor. Take the Glocks, take the tickets. Guys, what do you think of this raid? So here we go, guys. I think this is going to be the end of the video. So here I'm going to have to leave the game. Like I can't go away from here because the big one will literally one-shot me. So here we go, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Bye bye. Hello guys. So before ending the video, I wanted to show you something. So here we go. I was sorting out the loot I got. As you can see, guys, this is one of the best bases ever. And as you can see, let's craft a couple of spears and let's scam the raiders. Look at this, Mr. Raider. Look at this. This is what I got. This is what I got, Mr. Raider. Do you see this? And this is what you get, your share of the raid. Here we go. 1 spear, 2 spears. There you go, 3 spears. And the raider is happy. Nah, I love these raiders. Here we go, guys. Share. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Raider. Bye-bye. See you next time. So yeah, guys, here we go. This is the true end of the video. Bye-bye.